So the tip I have for us today is communication. As parents, it's important for us to continue to communicate with our children about what's going on. We want to talk to them about how things are different and it's okay. We want to talk to them about how the changes in the world are impacting us at home. So we want to talk about how that's going to impact how we need to wake up earlier in the morning because we need to pack things differently. We want to talk about how we need to go to bed earlier because we need to rest a little bit more. We want to just make sure we're talking to them about how they're feeling and what we can do to support them. And then as parents, we need to continue to talk to our children's teachers about ways that they can continue to support them in school. If you notice things at home that have been helpful or not been helpful, it's important to communicate that to your children's teachers as well so they can continue to support them in school.
My tip for parents in navigating this unique school year is to really manage expectations around the emotions that might come up for your student. I encourage students, parents to check in with themselves on a daily basis. Sometimes, when we're going into the unknown, a lot of our anxiety and distress can be because we're worried about the future or we're worried about the unknown. And so it can be very helpful just on a daily basis, sometimes on an hourly basis, to check in with yourself, see how you're doing emotionally, and then also make sure you are checking in with others.
So my tip for parents today is about feelings. Throughout our character education lessons in the lower school, I've shared with the kids that feelings are always okay. No matter what you're feeling, that's all normal. But what counts is what you do with those feelings. And so my tip for parents right now is helping kids to navigate their feelings by figuring out where they have those feelings in their body, figuring out where they're experiencing that emotion in their stomach. Are they having butterflies or are they having a headache? Suggesting names for feelings so they can begin to identify their emotions. And then also helping them sit with feelings and finally develop some coping strategies for working through their feelings. Some suggestions might include mindfulness practice, looking for ways to practice gratitude in your daily life, and then also looking for ways for sharing kindness with those around you.
The tip that I have for parents today is to make sure that your kids are practicing wearing their mask for long periods of time or over time during the day, and make sure that they have a routine for how they can take care of it, to wash it, to make sure that it's ready. I think that's the best thing, to just get used to it, get used to communicating with the mask on, as it's kind of difficult. And I think it can be overwhelming for kids as well as it can be for adults, but I think that's one huge thing.
One of the tips that I wanted to offer as we consider our return back to campus is that we are mindful of each other and our needs as well as our comforts. One of the reasons that's really important to me is because I know that we're all really different from one another, and what we need in order to function well and be productive will be different, whether it's in the classroom or how we interact socially. And so my tip would be not only that we're gracious with one another in the ways that we're different, but that we self-advocate and we're self-aware of what we need, and that we communicate those things to the school. Whether you're learning on campus or whether you're learning remotely, we would love to hear from you about ways that we can better serve you and make sure that you are fully involved in the Steward community.